part of the new channel setup, new carnage for radio control car carnage, is that I would like to set up a better work area over here. One thing that I always find that I struggle with is losing small parts. So I've had a look online and I've decided that I don't want to buy a parts tray because, you know, time, freight, all that kind of stuff. But I am a maker and I have a 3D printer, so I'm going to have a go at 3D printing one of these. I started with a rectangle approximately the size of an A4 page. I'm not sure why, but for some reason, probably 19 years of taking school books for a ride in my car on a daily basis, plus 300 by 300 is the biggest thing that I can print on my CR10. I really do have very rudimentary CAD skills, but I'm learning as I go. Flat projects like this are a great way to practice. Circles turn to messy ovals, dimensions skewed like crazy fables, pressing buttons random places, sweating hard, no saving graces. I'm designing dreams in CAD tonight. The basic features of this design are simple rectangle and circle sketches. To stretch myself, I use the fillet function on the sketches as well as the pattern functions for the drive cup holders and the small screw compartments. I made a pretty big error by not extruding the base first and then putting a sketch on top of it. If you too have done this, then you can turn the original sketch on again and extrude it from underneath. Believe me, I make many mistakes every time I design in CAD, but that's learning. Chaos all around. Blueprints falling to the ground. I decided to fillet the inside edges of all the compartments just to make it easier to retrieve small items. Hopefully it also means that I won't hurt my poor little fingies. Finally, in a thinly veiled effort to boost subscriptions to the second channel, I put the name on it as it'll be shown in repair videos and maybe people will go, ooh, cool tray, maybe I'll download that thing, and hit the subscribe button. By the way, have you hit the subscribe button to this channel too? This project was the first project I used with my bigger nozzle on my 3D printer. What that means is that I can print in bigger layer heights and I can cut down my print time. So at first this was going to take about 12 hours to print, and I cut it down to about 6 or so. I set this to print overnight as the days were really hot, so it made sense that I could come back in the morning and hopefully it would be finished. Yeah, when I got back in the morning it wasn't quite as far along as I thought, so I had to leave it until lunchtime.
3 hours later.
I came back in the afternoon and it was definitely finished, although a little bit stringier than I thought, but the filament being used and the layer heights being what they are, I thought I could fix that later on. The best way I've found to clean up stringiness on PETG prints is to use a heat gun. This is the one that I have now after a brown trouser moment rendered my old heat gun, well, exploded in my hands. So now I have this battery one that hopefully won't do that. It's not quite as powerful, but it does a good enough job for this kind of thing. And really, I don't have to heat anything up that much with a heat gun. And here it is being used in a sneak preview of a video, or an upcoming video, on the other channel. And look, I take a thing off of an RC car and I put it in a tray, and then I put the other things and I gather them all up, and yep, works as a tray. See you on the next one.